The Roman Empire was once the mightiest force on earth, but by the late 3rd century, it was breaking apart. Civil wars, corruption, and chaos tore through its heart. The gods of old seemed silent, and the empire that once conquered the world was now devouring itself. From this storm rose a man who would reshape not just Rome, but the entire course of human history. His name was Constantine. Born around the year 272 in Naissus, today's Ni in Serbia, Constantine was the son of a Roman officer and a woman of humble birth named Helena. He grew up in the shadow of emperors, trained in the art of war, and learned early that survival in the empire meant power, and power meant victory. When his father, Constantius, became emperor of the western provinces, Constantine served beside him on campaign. But fate struck quickly. Constantius died in Britain, and his troops proclaimed Constantine emperor. Rome, however, already had too many emperors. What followed was a brutal civil war for control of the world's greatest empire. As rival generals clashed for power, Constantine marched toward Rome in 312 AD to face his most dangerous enemy, Maxentius. On the eve of battle, something extraordinary happened. Ancient sources say that Constantine looked to the sky and saw a vision, a cross of light above the sun, with the words, "In this sign, you will conquer." That night, he dreamed that the Christian God commanded him to mark this sign on his soldiers' shields. At dawn, he did. His army marched under a new symbol, not the eagle of Jupiter, but the cross of Christ. At the Battle of the Milvian Bridge, Constantine crushed Maxentius. His rival drowned in the Tiber River, and Constantine entered Rome as the undisputed victor. The city that had once persecuted Christians now opened its gates to a ruler who claimed victory in the name of Christ. The next year, he issued the Edict of Milan, granting freedom of worship to all faiths, ending centuries of bloody persecution. For the first time in history, Christianity was not a crime, but a faith protected by imperial power. But Constantine's transformation was not just spiritual, it was strategic. He understood that religion could unite an empire divided by politics and war. He built churches, summoned bishops, and oversaw the Council of Nicaea, where Christian doctrine itself began to take shape. Yet behind the divine vision stood a man of ambition. Constantine fought more wars, crushed rivals, and ruled with an iron hand. He executed his own son, Crispus, and later his wife, Fausta, dark stains that history has never fully washed away. Still, his legacy grew. He founded a new capital, Constantinople, the city of Constantine, built on the ancient site of Byzantium. It was meant to be a new Rome, a city of marble and faith, bridging Europe and Asia. From there, a new world would emerge, the Byzantine Empire, the guardian of classical knowledge and Christianity for over 1,000 years. When Constantine died in 337 AD, he was baptized on his deathbed, the first Roman emperor to embrace Christianity. To some, he was a saint. To others, a tyrant. But no one could deny his impact. The empire he inherited was fractured and pagan. The world he left behind was united under one God and set on a new path, a path that would shape Europe, faith, and civilization itself. From the dust of Roman battlefields rose the man who changed the destiny of the world. His name was Constantine the Great. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more legends that shaped our world, like this video, subscribe, and join us for more tales from history's turning points. Until next time.